Welcome to another vlog, and today it's all about this Sinatra song. You remember the song Fly Me to the Moon, and exactly this is what can happen with today's stock, with all the information gathered in one article in the link into the description and in the comments. But let me tell you how excited I am, because this industry is so brand new that, not many people thinking about it yet, okay? But soon you will see all their products all around the cities and metropoles of the whole world. Yes, I'm talking about EVTOL. This stands for electrical, vertical, takeoff landing, and I think this is really the future, okay? Now think about it. We have things like Uber, we have things like Tesla, but something in the middle, right? I mean, there's still traffic, airspace is quite empty if you think about it. I mean, if you're just looking into the sky, there's not much going on, at least in the lower altitude. And therefore, I think that, flying taxis is something very big, okay? But not only for taxis and passenger traffic, but also think about logistics or other transportation methods that are needed to send things from A to B in a very, very condensed traffic situation, okay? So I think this is really, really interesting. And not only it's like, let's say, new, because helicopters are there for many, many years, right? But what makes this electrical version better? So first of all, it's safer. It's way safer. It can be charged, so it's more environment friendly. They can be built in another way and so on. But let me show you what today's company is actually building. Here's a small clip. So as you can see, aerospace is in the game, not only with, some kind of nice presentations, but with a prototype, ready to go. And I think that if you're looking into the market and other reasons why the stock and company is interesting, then you get to know, okay, there's really potential in this. Okay, let's dive into the top reasons according to this article that you find in the link into the description, why this company is quite interesting. So first of all, the market for this kind of vehicles will be huge. Okay, it will be approximately a $1.5 trillion market by 2040. And as we know, huge markets like electric vehicles or mobile phones, smartphones are always gathered by many participants. And even if you have like a small piece, like 5%, 2%, 1% of this huge market, then obviously, the company can be worth much more. And then Morgan Stanley says, for example, investment in autonomous flying aircraft is accelerating, with implications for the future of passenger travel, military or defense applications, and freight and package transportation. So as you can see here, what I said in the beginning, not only for passenger transportation, but many other options as well that you can make business and a dime of, okay? Then you can see also here the huge opportunity, because Aerospace is worth only about $65 million, and we will go into their chart in a second. But if you're seeing the median valuation of this kind of companies, we talked about this German company as well, you see that they are way undervalued at this point, because the median is about $5.2 billion, guys. And there's many other options as well, that they just announced a definitive agreement to acquire Horizon Aircraft and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of reasons that you can find here. And let's dive now to the stock chart and let's see what the stock is actually doing. All right, let's look into the stock of Astra Aerospace. Okay, cool name, by the way. I like it. We look first into the market cap, because in the article it was mentioned 65. It's now actually, as of this recording, around 21 million US dollars. And the interesting part is that we are talking here about a penny stock. Okay, any price below $5 per stock is officially a penny stock. So why I'm saying this, because penny stocks have the tendency to either go very parabolic high, and on the other side have also the huge risk to go down. So very volatile, because the company is so small and the volume is so small. So that's why just be sure that you are aware of that the stock can go from one day to another minus 10%, and in a matter of days or a matter of one day 10x, right? That's the beauty about the stocks and this type of opportunities. And here you can see what actually happened. So here back in January 2021, we went from 23 cents all up to almost 650. So huge winnings here if you would be on board already. Now this kind of movements are usually happening when for example there's a big announcement, right? For example, this company will be soon hopefully added to the NASDAQ as well, which would bring a lot of new investors as well. So interesting setup here, but let's have a look. So the 52 weeks range is from $3 to $7.34. So as you can see, huge, almost a 200-fold that you can achieve here, which is ridiculous. So this is the opportunity here, and then you can see that the overall stock, since like the overall market went down from the beginning of this year towards leaving a little bit of valuation on the table. But if you're looking into the last couple of days, you can see that around May 13, May 14, with about $2.20, we got a kind of bottom, and it seems that now it's picking up, and it could now, depending on the overall market as well, have a bounce back. So that's just here the opportunity in the stock chart that I see. You can see nicely here that since April there's like a downturn, but then it seems to found a bottom here. And the last time it did it, it went from about 267 to 360. Okay, so interesting. If this is something that we will see here as well, then there's still a room to grow on the short term. And again, on the long term, guys, it's a bet on flying vehicles in cities for transportations, fully electric. And if you think this is the future, then this is a company for you, and you can start your research now. And let's dive now into the last category, which is the conclusion of this vlog. So as always, guys, make sure to make your own research for this kind of companies, okay? This is just like an incentive for you to look into those companies, and if you like it, you can buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. As always, make sure that this is not financial advice at any point of time, okay? But however, I want to summarize what we know, okay? This company is, it's a very small company in a very potential future market. They have already a prototype that is working, and they are actually doing all the right steps, in my opinion, in my research, to have a real standing in this industry. And I think that, to create this kind of prototypes is a kind of, let's say, the easier task. Then going to the mass production will be the harder part. And there will be the question if this is the right team. And I think, with this, what I saw is very, very high potential. And think about it, the company is so low in value, and the median companies are so much more worth in the billions versus a couple of millions that, it's sometimes worth the moonshot, right? It's really sometimes really worth the moonshot. So is it a stock that will go to the moon? Time will tell. Is it a company that will survive? Time will tell. But what I really like is to invest into these future companies, okay, these future industries, because I always liked this crazy inventors, this crazy, people and entrepreneurs that went into after this future related services and products, because it's just fun to see, okay? They have so many ways to pivot the product later on that it's way easier than, investing in a big company that, need to prove themselves. And as soon as there's just a slight sign of reduced revenue, then the stock just absolutely dumped. So in my personal opinion, it's worth to look into it, make your own research, check it out. And thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button.